This week's Pearl store introduces the new Resplendent Premium Enhancement Box alongside some interesting holiday sales and winter cosmetics. In this video, we'll go over the value of all these new packs and see which ones are worth buying. So, the box everyone is interested in is the Resplendent Premium Enhancement Box. This isn't a brand new box, but it is the first time it's being sold on the Pearl store by itself. It used to be a rare reward from the Shining Travel RNG bundle. What matters now though is what the average value of this box is and how much crons you can expect every time you open one of these boxes. Right off the bat, we can see that it's a very simple box. You can get either crons, cron equivalents like outfit boxes, and advice of Valk stacks. Since there's only a combined 15% chance of getting advice of Valk stacks, most of the time you'll be getting outfits or crons. Since there's a 45% chance of getting one outfit and a 20% chance of getting 1,200 crons, every time you open this box, you can expect to get around one outfit worth of crons and a small chance of getting slightly more. When we math everything out, we can see that the numbers support our initial impressions. The average value including stacks is about 4,700 pearls. If you only care about crons, it's about 3,914 pearls. That's about 1.143 crons per box. For context, a single premium outfit melts into 993 crons and costs 3,400 pearls. So basically, this box is close to the value of a premium outfit box, but 10 to 15% better in terms of crons. In a void, this box is pretty cool. Treat it like a premium outfit box that is 10% better. At this stage of the game, you obviously wouldn't want to buy a premium outfit at a 10% discount. But this box isn't being sold on its own. It's a part of some pretty heavily discounted packs this week, making it pretty tempting. Now, let's take a look at some of those packs. The first pack we'll look at is the Winter's Resplendent Premium Pack. This pack contains 5 Resplendent Premium Enhancement Boxes being sold for 75% off or for 4,250 pearls. It also includes a bonus 15% off coupon. Now this pack is very comparable to the classic 5 premium outfits at 80% off, a deal that players loved picking up during past sales. However, even when you account for the average value of these boxes, this pack comes out slightly worse at a 78% discount for crons. Even though we know that the Resplendent box is slightly better than a premium outfit box, that extra value doesn't make up the difference between a 75% and an 80% base sale. However, if you do care about the advice of Valk stacks, the discount does get closer to an 82% off sale, which does make it pretty nice. Since this pack also gives you a 15% discount, it becomes pretty competitive with an 80% off outfit box pack. It just has slightly more RNG and a chance of getting some advice of Valks. Overall, this pack is very competitive with the 70x Ancient Treasure Chest at full price. Slightly less value, but a lot less variance. For players who just want to convert pearls into crons, this pack is decent to pick up. If you were someone who immediately bought the 80% off Penta Premium Outfit Pack in the past, this pack is very similar and definitely something you should consider. Moving on, we have the other packs that include the Resplendent Premium Enhancement Boxes, the Choose Your Resplendent Premium Packs 1 and 2. Since Pack 2 is worse value, we'll only focus on Pack 1. With the Choose Your Resplendent Premium Pack 1, you get 8 selections of either premium outfits or Resplendent Premium Enhancement Boxes for 12,240 pearls, along with a bonus 20% off apparel coupon. Based on what we established earlier, a Resplendent Premium Enhancement Box should be treated as a premium outfit, but slightly better value for crons. Because of that immediately makes the Resplendent box the obvious choice here. The only real reason to pick premium outfits instead would be if you plan on selling them on the central market and wanted to avoid getting raw crons. But that's generally not something I'd recommend for most players. Now, the thing with this pack is, since we know the Resplendent Premium boxes are just like outfits but 10% better, at this state of the game, would we really want to buy slightly better outfits at 55% off? Well, not really. Even with the bonus that the Resplendent boxes give, it only bumps the discount equivalents to about a 61% off for crons only. That's only about a 0.75 Cron-per-Pearl, which is pretty low for modern standards. At this stage of the game, if you're buying packs primarily for crons, you'd really want at least 1.3 to maybe 1.5 Cron-per-Pearl. Even in the best case scenario, where you buy multiple packs and assume you can chain together the 20% off apparel coupon, you're still only looking at about a 68% effective discount, or roughly 0.93 Cron-per-Pearl. That's really still not enough for a Cron-focused purchase. Because of that, the Choose Your Resplendent Premium Packs 1 and 2 are pretty easy skips for most players. The only real reason you'd even consider this pack is if you hate the higher variants of the standard RNG boxes, but the atrociously low average value just doesn't justify that lower variance for most people. Now, if you were considering this pack for that lower variance, I'd strongly recommend looking at the Winter Premium Outfit Pack instead, which is the next pack we'll cover. The Winter Premium Outfit Pack is simply premium outfits at 65% off, with some bonus items like Advice of Valkstag's and Origins of Dark Hungers added on. It's just a cheaper and slightly weaker version of the 25x outfit pack we saw in previous weeks. The problem is that given the level of value we've seen recently, especially from RNG box-driven sales, crons at 65% off just aren't that competitive anymore. From a Cron-only perspective, this pack is about a 0.83 Cron-per-Pearl. That's technically better than the Choose Your Resplendent Premium packs, but still well below what we'd want from a modern Cron-focused sale. Even if you include the extra value from bonus items, the effective discount only climbs to around a 73% off, and that extra value is from non-Cron items like Stacks and Origins of Dark Hungers. Now, this is classified as an apparel item, so if you somehow still have a high percentage apparel-only coupon, this pack can become okay. But for the vast majority of players, this is still an easy skip. The main group where this pack may make sense is for players in regions where RNG boxes aren't available. Even then, you'd still likely want to wait for a better outfit-based sale rather than settle for this one. So that's basically it for the Cron and Premium Outfit focused sales this week. If your goal is to maximize crons per pearl, the best value is still going to be the Forgotten Ancient Treasure Chests. But of course, those do come with some pretty high RNG. Still, I'd strongly recommend at least picking up the weekly 1+1 pack. It's extremely cheap, very efficient, and is almost always worth it for players who want to convert pearls directly into crons. After that, the 70x Forgotten Ancient Treasure Chest pack becomes one of the highest value options available, but only if you have a solid coupon, ideally 30% or at minimum 20%. Even though the Ancient Treasure Chests are some of the best RNG boxes we've seen, coupon strength often matters more than box quality. Without a Pearl Blessing event constantly feeding you 30 to 40% off coupons, buying the 70x pack at base price or with a low percentage coupon can actually be worse than buying a low value RNG box with a stronger discount coupon. I break down that math in a separate video if you're interested. Beyond those options though, the Winter Resplendent Premium Pack is still pretty good. It's lower average value than the Ancient Treasure Chests, or a true 80% off premium outfit box sale, but it can still make sense for players who want less RNG. Now, moving on to the other sales this week, we won't go nearly as deep here, but there are a few things worth pointing out. Artisans memory packs are simply not worth it at these discounts. At this stage of the game and the price of memory fragments, anything below 75% off for Artisans really shouldn't even be considered. Maids at 45% off are okay, but still not great. Ideally, you want to see 50% off or more. Maids are frequently bundled into larger packs and given out through events, so I generally wouldn't recommend buying them at this price point unless you absolutely need them right now. Now, on top of that, PA has also quietly brought back the sealed Ancient Books of Combat and Life as a part of a 3,300 Pearl outfit pack. These buffs can be used continuously for a week and even auto-popped by fairies. These buffs do push the boundaries of pay to win, but at this price point, the pack really doesn't justify buying it just for the buffs. If you already want the outfits, the bonus buffs are fine, but if you're only after the buffs, it's pretty expensive for what you're getting. We actually covered these buffs in another video when they were first released about a year ago, back when they were a lot more controversial. If you want to know more about the history, you can check that video out. I still dislike these items, but if the value of the pack makes sense to you, there's nothing wrong with picking it up. The pet pack can actually be decent if you still need a drop rate pet or another base pet, since you're getting 2 choices for 1,540 pearls. If you already have your base pets and are just trying to tier up your pets, you can safely wait for a better sale or pre-order more pets from the central market. Now, the Fences of Abundance being 10% off is nice, definitely better than buying them at full price, but it's not the highest discount we've seen. Still, if you don't have all of them, it's a reasonable pickup if you want to use them now. Finally, the Noonbora outfits are being added to the Pearl store permanently, rather than being a winter exclusive. There is a bundle available if you want multiple outfits, but since these are no longer limited, there's really no rush. You can easily wait for a better sale if you're interested in picking them up. But that's basically going to be it for this week's Pearl store. It's definitely interesting to see another RNG box being sold directly in the Pearl store, similar to what we saw with the Ultimate and Transcendent Premium Enhancement boxes. How PA decides to use this box going forward will be pretty interesting. It can end up a part of competitive cron packs or just get recycled into the same lower value bundles we've seen with the Ultimate and Transcendent boxes. That being said, I do hope you all learned something from this video, and I hope to see you all next time.